Good morning, everybody. How is everybody today? Welcome to the Transatlantic Lego Livestream with myself and London Bridge Brix.
Hello, how are we doing?
We do have a couple guests to bring on today real quick, but I first wanted to mention if anybody's out here right now, we may accidentally talk about some spoilers for The Mandalorian that was on last night because it was just so epic. It's hard to contain ourselves. So we're trying to give people a heads up. And, we just don't want to spoil it for anybody. But like I said, there's just so much crazy stuff that happened in it. We've at least given everybody 24 hours to watch it. So just want to throw that out there.
It's out there. It's well and truly out there now, Hive. And I mean, there were people getting the hump with other people getting the hump when people posting stuff on social media. And the way I see it, right, if you don't want to get any spoilers, don't put social media on. Don't read social media. That's it. Because as far as I'm concerned, once it's out there, and just flaunt it and talk about it and stuff like that.
It's definitely something you've got to be very careful about. Because I mean, because look, we just live in a very competitive world, and there's no doubt, especially like if you want to go on YouTube, there's just a lot of people that want to talk about it and get their reviews out and stuff like that. And most people are pretty good about making sure you're aware of it, but it's difficult. So yeah, it's good to try, and if it's something that you're really hardcore fan about, it's good to try and watch it like at least within the first 24 hours at a time.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you have to. As far as I'm concerned, if anyone wants to throw stuff out there on social media, so be it. I just make a point. I'm thinking, if I don't want to watch or find out anything about what's going on, just don't go into social media, because I mean, there's like people. What's his face? Star Wars Theory. I mean, he's doing it there and then as it's happening. And it was a beautiful thing to watch as well. And I don't know what do you lot out there in the chat think about yesterday's Mandalorian episode. I thought it was a brilliant end. I really did. I thought it was an excellent end. And then of course we had the beginning or something new after the credits. So a lot of people didn't even know that was there. I mean, I wouldn't have known personally until when it finished. I clicked on pause and it said there's still 7 minutes left. And I was like, we're not going to have 7 minutes of credits. What's all that about?
Yeah.
We went to Tatooine, which is probably my favourite planet by a mile, because that's where all the good stuff seems to be in Star Wars. Tatooine is when we first went to Tatooine in episode 4, A New Hope. It was like, oh yeah, Tatooine, nothing happens there. It's like everything happens there. What are you talking about?
I know, it's like the hub of the Star Wars universe or something. You know what I mean?
It absolutely is, mate. It really is. Hello, Solo.
We're gonna let me say hello real quick, and then we're gonna bring out our guests and talk about some stuff. So we got Lego Boy. What's happening? There's Raptus, Burner Builds. How are y'all today? Good morning. Who else we got here? Chef, what's up? Nerd Brick 101. How you doing? Commander Cody. Good morning. Yes, I agree. Burner Mando was so good. Brix Studio, good morning. How are you today? And there's Brixo Studios right under Brix Studio. How's everybody doing? Kittenville, what's up? And there's Solo. Oh, goodness. Did I miss anybody? I haven't gotten all the way to the bottom yet, but I think I got... Oh, it's Sir Brickalot. Sir Brickalot, what's up?
That's a cool name. I like that name, Sir Brickalot.
I know.
Very cool. We've got Chef T out there as well. Chef, thank you for all your love on Instagram as well. Hi, what do you think of my backdrop?
I was going to say, man, it's very cozy. It makes you feel very...
I'm getting a lovely gamma ray heat coming off it. I really am. It's lovely.
Don't get your sets too close, man.
Yeah, otherwise Santa Claus over there in the Nutcracker looks like a very strange kind of shade of yellow or something like that.
So what do you think? You ready to bring on our guest, Greg?
I think we are. I think we should say as well, obviously, folks, we are notorious. We are the Transatlantic live stream. And of course, between England and the other side of the pond. There isn't just one country, is there, Hive?
No, I mean, yeah.
If you go a little bit north of the American territories, there's another place up there, isn't there? Anyway, I'll let you continue.
Yes, it is our great white brothers from the north. We have, I wanted to say really quick. I've been meaning to, we've been talking before. We've been meaning to eventually get them on, and but something that I really like about them is they kind of remind me in a way of Greg and I, with the exception of they are closer than Greg and I, but because they're like a dynamic duo. They're always streaming together. They're buds. Lego brothers. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring them on. So the first one we have is Corey, which is AandAHobbies. How you doing, buddy?
Corey.
Then we got his partner in crime, Jazz at Brix Toyz.
Partner?
Jazz, we're Lego brothers. We're Lego brothers. You're stuck with me now, brother.
I can say something, but it's still early.
Yeah. What's that, Greg?
I was going to say, where about? Are you guys close on Canada? You're like on the east coast of Canada or anywhere like that?
Well, not technically. We're more central Canada, but people classify us as East Coast because nobody really thinks of anything past Ontario.
You think there's somewhere beyond there?
Jazz and I live within 4 hours of each other.
Oh, fantastic!
So we actually met up. We was it 2 weeks ago, Jazz, or last weekend?
I feel like it was yesterday, Corey.
we actually drove both ways and met almost in the middle. Jazz drove a little bit further than I did, and we met up and exchanged a bunch of Lego. Both did a vlog and met in person for the first time. So it was really cool.
That's nice. Well, me and Hive are going to do that one day. We will. Except I just wish they had Concorde, because we still had Concorde. I could just nip down to Heathrow Airport, jump on a Concorde. I'll be there in a few hours.
Oh man, that's all right. I got my own private airport, so you got a place to land your jet.
What's up, Burner, Solo, Lego Boy?
Hey, Solo, Lego Boy, Burner Bills,
Chef, everybody. What's up?
We got a decent bunch from America in. No, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's early morning out there at the moment.
Are you guys building anything today?
I'm sorry?
Are you building anything today?
Yeah. So originally when Greg and I were first talking about doing the stream, I was thinking about building I got a couple of Harry Potter sets for the castle pieces. Like I got the Great Hall and the clock tower. Yeah, the clock tower. I still haven't gotten the astronomy tower one yet. So I was thinking about building one of those, but then yesterday I went to Kohl's and got some 2021 sets. So now I'm like, yeah, I might build one of these. I just can't decide if I want to build this tractor or if I want to build the Spider-Man Dodge Charger,
Did you get that Trouble on Tatooine set?
Yeah, I built that last night.
I watched that stream back today. My son's having a bath, actually. I always find bath time is a good time to watch streams.
Oh, man. And
sometimes I watch, even your good self, AandAHobbies, when you do your stuff with Lego Fan UK and things like that. Cause I never do it when it's live, just in case for some strange reason or something. Could you imagine going live to someone on a stream and they happen to be in a bath or something like that, or having a shower? That'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? I mean, hey, hi, master soap.
I'm building this Technic set.
Oh, morning. What you got there, man?
God, Matt Elder was building the orange one last night.
When'd you get that?
I got it for a pretty good deal. I got it for like $120 Canadian, brand new. It's my first ever real big Technic set, and this is my first time opening a brand new set of this day and age without numbered bag.
Oh,
with it's all sorted out and kind of mauled out. And this is where I'm at.
It looks good, man.
Yeah, that does look pretty awesome.
The engine. Where is the engine here? All right, you can see the camshaft moving, all the pistons moving in and out.
Yeah, that looks so cool, Corey.
It is really, really cool, but it's a different animal, this Technic stuff, than normal.
A completely different experience. In fact, to be honest, I think it's almost one of the worst things to build on if you're hosting. There's two themes I never touch personally. One, Technic, and two, architecture. I think you've got to really focus on what you're doing on those, and that speeder looks awesome, Hive.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, I really love it. I really wish I would have had this when I started that speeder bikes drag race stop motion.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh man, you've done a nice job building that, Hive. Hive, can you show us the box for the Spider-Man set? Because one of my favorite superheroes, believe it or not, is Ghost Rider.
This is a different Ghost Rider than the one I have, because this is the most current Ghost Rider. I'm trying to figure out which camera I should actually put him on. Give me a second here. Let me switch this up.
I thought he looked a bit metallic-y looking. I wasn't too sure about what they'd done with him.
Yeah, he's the current version, and he drives this car instead of a bike.
Oh, okay.
But I'm down with it, man. I mean, it's a bad-looking car. It's another Charger. I'm also really happy to get Carnage finally.
Yeah, looks good. And that is a good cheap set. How much was it, Hive?
Hold on.
Yeah, that's going to be 20 quid. I think that is a good price for a set like that. That's like getting a Speed Champion set with 3 really good minifigures. Yeah, I don't know if he looks like he's got a fiery head. He just looks like he's ginger.
And he's got more of a metallic face.
I like him. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, right? Do you know who he was always good friends with in the Marvel universe? That I always liked. He had this really strange relationship with the Incredible Hulk and Doctor Strange. I think it was in like they had some
something that about the tractor that I didn't realize that everybody was telling me last night that people are really happy about is these hay pieces.
Hey,
these bales of hay. I guess those are new.
They look like beehives.
Yeah, they do, don't they? I didn't think about that.
I've never seen that in all my bulk.
But it's 3 pieces. It's 2 of these middle, these pieces, and then one plate on top. And I guess that girl's hair pieces is either new or a new color. That's what everybody's telling me last night.
That's good. That's good. And they got a little rabbit in there as well. They have carrots.
Funny.
They get a pumpkin as well. That looks like a good set, Hive. That's a good one for the city.
Yeah, and the tractor is a good build. I mean, honestly, I like it. It's really nice.
And there's hints of Technic in that as well.
Yeah. And then, of course, I built this last night, but
I want like 10 of those.
Dude, I should have got another one, honestly, man. Because usually if I get a set that's got a crazy minifigure that I like a lot, I'll buy one to put like in the city or stop motion with, and then I'll get another one to put the display case.
Yeah. I reckon I might do what I think it was Corey just said it, or Jazz. Get a few of those because they'll go really well with the Mandalorian battle pack that came out last year.
Well, I'm doing a
that's right.
And also as well, park up a couple of them A&A outside Mos Eisley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do a Tatooine mock, like a wraparound mock where all the scenes from Tatooine, right? So the Sith carriage and the Sarlacc,
so good.
And then the like the droid exchange outside the Lars homestead and Mos Eisley Cantina, and then some Mandalorian scenes. So I think I'm going to get like a bunch of them and maybe just throw the extra Mandalorian minifigures on eBay or something.
Hybrid connoisseur.
I'm really excited to see that, Corey, because in Legondon, in about phase 2, I'll be doing a Tatooine area. It's not going to be as big and vast as what you're doing, but I'll be definitely watching you like a hawk to see how you're doing and your experience. So I'm locked on target to be watching that in 2021, mate. I really am.
Yeah, like, it's not something that I want to like get done overnight. It's more of I want to kind of do it throughout the year and see where we are from January to January, and then maybe next year, like 2022, start something different.
Yeah,
a city or something. So, like when you're doing large scale mocks like that, you can kind of chew up the money fairly quickly. So I really have to try to pace myself out.
Yeah. I'm going to be building this today, Hive. I've been wanting to build this for ages, for a year at least. And I want to, and because you and I are big lovers of the big version of this car, and I'm really not going to get the time to build it this year, but I'm going to build the little version instead. We're going to build the Mustang.
Nice. And you know what? I love that it's green. I don't know why. I just love that it's green.
I just can't wait to build it. So I'm going to be building it today, folks. There we go. The box is undone. I've had a bit of pre-filming on it. There'll be a build out next week. By
the way, I meant to tell you, congratulations on another 1,000, Greg.
You know, another week, another 1,000.
Well, it's like Jazz too. Jazz just
Jazz is right up there. It's it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. There's just a couple of the shorts that I've done that have done really, really well. But I've got this one, Hive. I'm not joking. Instead of going rocketing, it's just slowly getting loads of views every day, every hour, in fact. And it just seems to be picking up loads of subscribers at the same time.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're pushing 500,000 views, man. You're getting there. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, Sai's got one. Sai O'Connor, he's got one. It's nearly 1 million. It might even be over that now. Like Cafe Corner and Brix Studios and stuff like that.
It's just amazing, like how fast it happens, man. You know what I mean? Because it like you gain like 1,000, like almost like every other week or something like that. It's pretty wild.
It is wild.
But the irony, boys, is that last night I did I did my giveaway for 1,000 subs, and I'm doing it, and I've got 3,000 of them. Then I was going to do another giveaway at 2 and then 3, but now it's like I think I'll wait until 5,000 because I think Jazz, you did a giveaway as well, didn't you, for 1,000?
Yeah, I did, and when 1,000. And I don't know when I'm going to do another one. It's just been so recent, right? So I'm probably going to wait a little bit.
I was like, yeah, the rate you guys are going, you're going to be doing them every week if you do that.
I'm not going to do that. I'd be broke. I'm broke anyway.
But I really like that idea of doing the gift cards. I know Hive, you've done it. Corey, you've done it. Greg, I'm not too sure if you've done it. But I love that now. I don't have to worry about shipping anything. Yeah. I just get a code. I send it over and people can buy what they want.
Did you have to do what I did if you did one international? You know what I mean? How you got to change the region on the Lego page. And then on top of that, there was a shipping address that you got to put in. Like, so they made me put in the Lego headquarters in London.
Yeah, I just put my address in Indiana. Yeah. And then I emailed them the code.
Oh, I had to actually get their shipping addresses and their zip codes and all that.
See, like the one I was doing was as a teenager, so I wasn't trying to, if I would have had to, either I would have done it or I decided I had to send it to somebody else or something. You know what I mean? Because
you can actually like send it to yourself though, and then but if it's international, they might not let you do that.
Yeah, it's like a regional thing. Now I only know that because of Hive, but yeah, Jazz. Last night when I did mine, basically I give everyone an option. They can either have Amazon vouchers or they can have Lego vouchers. It's one or the other. It is. And so far, there was 3 winners, and the person who's won £50 or whatever they haven't come forward yet. So if they haven't come forward by Christmas Day, i.e. next Friday, then on the 50th, London Calling, which is only a couple of weeks away as well, I'll do a £50 giveaway for that.
50. Wow, man, it's almost 2 years.
It's almost 8 years. I'm kind of when I first coined the phrase "London Calling" for live streaming, and then I was really comfortable with it, Corey, being on a Friday evening, which is kind of like the one I always do my best to run on a weekly basis. Which, touch wood, I've never missed one yet. But yeah, the other ones that I do, the Transatlantic Livestream, I do with Hive, and they're really cool. But Hive, I'm liking the fact you're going to film this as well while you're doing it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't done a lot of speed builds lately or anything like that, so I thought I'd get a couple under my belt.
Yeah, do you know what? That's the other thing as well. When I'm doing shorts, I can't dish out too many shorts at one time. I've got to do like a couple and then a normal video, and then a couple with a normal video. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all the subscribers you get from shorts, do you find that any of them really watch your regular content, or do you just?
I've definitely grown in numbers of people watching me. Like on average now, I'm averaging anywhere between 37 and 57 views now on live streams. But I think really you've got to treat shorts as a different, with a slightly different personality. And also as well, it's slightly different audience watch shorts over it. But ultimately though, as long as I'm doing it contextually with Lego, like later on tonight, I in Covent Garden in central London, or the West End of London anyway, they've got a Lego installation. So I'm going to do a short to that. So instead of me doing like a vlog where you're doing loads of voiceovers, because vlogs is a lot of work, Corey, it really is. I'm just literally going to put on a few beats of music and just show people around Covent Garden and all these big Lego installations that are up there at the moment, you know? So it helps me as well, because you can push out a little bit more content. I've got this, because I went to it, I've got this exclusive set. It's not an exclusive set. You just get it if you go to it. It's here, this little Christmas tree. So I'm not going to make a big video out of that, right? But I'll make a really good short video. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I just pop off random shorts here and there, and don't really use them as the meat and potatoes of your channel, more as the side dish, right?
do you know what they are? It's almost like it's an appetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and quite often, I mean, this is a joke as well. So I did a Lego haul 2 weeks ago, right? And then I did one just before it as a trailer. And the trailer's got like 4,000 views, and the main video's got about 250.
I wanted to acknowledge there's some more people in the chat. Hi, Brixish and Just Build It. Hello, how are y'all doing? Let's see. Who else? Haley popped in, said hello. How are you, Haley? Oh, Burner says he's going to start working on his stop motion, so I might be quiet. It's all good, man. You do your stop motion. Do your thing, brother. Speaking of which, so I made me a commercial yesterday for the next Misadventures of Brix Hive.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, I made it really fast. And it's not horrible, but I don't know, it's just kind of rough. So I haven't decided if I actually wanted to post it. I did a little preview last night. I had like 8 people on the Hive stream watching last night. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, what do you guys think of this? You know, I don't know. They all seem to like it, but I'm still kind of, because I just made it, I guess, to do a commercial. Hey, Brett. But also, I guess to show people that I'm still going to do that too. But you know, obviously, I've been editing my speeder bike drag race stop motion video. So I don't know. I keep trying to figure out if I should post that dang commercial or not, because it's literally like 57 seconds. I can't believe how fast I made it, man.
What harm does it do? If nobody watches it, does it hurt anything?
I don't know. It's one of those things that, look, Jay saw it. Jay, I can't remember. What did you think of it, man?
Like that's cool. My thing, like, is this gonna? If I put this out there, is it gonna hurt in any way?
No. I mean, oh yeah, nice printed piece. Did I have that Mustang? I don't have that Mustang. I don't think, man.
I got this Mustang free with quite a few things. I got about 4 of them or something. And anyway, it was in a sale. But what it is, there's a guy at work who recently, he works in my office where I work, and he gave me some Lego, just randomly gave me some Lego. He started collecting Lego now, and he said, I want you to have this and this. And I'm like, are you sure? This is like really generous. Sort of. It's basically a couple of sets. One of them, right, was the poly bag. One of them was this, right? This here, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, but those were just pieces, right? I think that's what Jay was telling me last night. There's not like a motor in that one.
The other one he gave me as well was the Endor set. You know, the collectible one, the little sort of vignette.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was that one. That's it. AandA's got it. Right? He just gave it to me. I said, "What? Don't you want it?" He went, "Oh, it's not my sort of thing." So I said, well, do you like cars? And he went, yeah. I said, okay. And he wants to get that big Mustang. So I said to him, I said, I tell you what I'll do. I said, I'll make a video of the Mustang. Right? I'll do it on a live stream, and then I'll give you the Mustang if you want it. And he's like, yeah, okay, that'd be really nice. So, you know, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, no,
like,
that is
really
really
hard to figure
awesome,
out the orientation of how they want you to put these pieces together. like in Technic, like they just say, oh, take this piece, and you take this piece, and you just slap them together. The picture doesn't really show you how they go together. It's
dude.
sure. Put me on full screen high so everybody can see me sweat.
That's it. Come on, watch him fail.
Like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Look, I'm sorry, man. I am your friend, but I can't really give you any kind of advice on Technic because I built
the lab,
dude. I built that monstrosity.
Yeah,
and I really want to pull my hair out, man.
But does that make you an expert?
No, as a matter of fact, I want to sell it.
Well, I ain't buying it.
I'm trying to just think about my life now. Like, I don't regret it. I don't hate it. It's more like buyer's remorse, I guess. Which I guess would just be the same thing as regret, but I don't know. Maybe it's not that hard of a feeling.
You would get a Ferrari.
I'm not upset because I do like the look of it. You know, it's a nice, awesome, huge set, but I don't know. It just kind of brings up like angry memories.
I watched you building it over a week, Hive, and the beginning of the week you was, wee, I'm full of life. By the end of the week, you was like, I want to die. Oh, it was funny to watch. It's entertaining, folks. But Hive, are you thinking that you might get that Ferrari when it comes out, or have you kind of, as Technic out of your life now? You got it out of your system.
I honestly have no intention of really buying Technic again, but I don't want to say, you know, ever kind of thing, because you never know. I will say this: I looked pretty hard at both the Technic pieces I saw at Kohl's yesterday. That Jeep looked really good. I'm not gonna lie. And the Jeep, it just seemed like something that was kind of made good for Technic anyways. I mean, I still think any vehicle looks better in a creator expert way, but the Jeep, just like the Land Rover, is another one I think looks really good.
Yeah.
And then there was some type of like monster truck. I can't remember what the name of it was. But I thought of Solo immediately when I saw them. And dude, this is the thing. Like, I swear, if I was just rich, I would have just bought those and sent them to Solo, dude. Like, I would have just done that because I wish I could do stuff like that when I think of people for things like that. You know, like there's tons of things, Greg, I would have bought you if I was just rich. You know what I mean? Just because
honestly, you'd be top of mind. I posted something to you about 6 weeks ago, but I think the postman's lost it, haven't they?
Because I've been looking for it every day. Someone brings a package to my door. I'm like, hooray, this is it.
I tell you what, right? If he doesn't come by, I don't know, if he doesn't come by next week, I've got something better that I'm going to post you. And maybe I didn't get it tracked, so maybe I should have. It was when standard mail, but in the new year, I'll send you something that's actually better. It's actually quite collectible, and I was hoping to get a sig fig to you by before Christmas, but anyway, it is what it is, mate. And these things happen, so you know.
Yeah, they happen. That's for sure. I just saw somebody. Oh, the Brick Room. Hey, what's happening? Oh, look at Solo. Hey. Solo, you're so funny. He says you still can.
I may get the Ferrari. Like, I don't mind that $200 price point. Like, $500 Lambo was way. Like, I'd rather buy Diagon Alley or something like that. But
yeah,
the $200 kind of range isn't too bad. But I'm really kind of interested in that D11 dozer that's coming out next year. Because that's my main job, right? Like I'm a foreman of the construction crew, and we run heavy equipment. We have bulldozers and excavators, and most of our stuff is all CAT equipment, so it's kind of right up my alley.
Yeah, man.
But it looks like a monster of a set. Like, it has no official pictures have come out, but just the price point and the style of machine that it is, I bet you it's gonna be a monster set.
I mean, and I see the appeal for Technic builders, especially if you're, you know, definitely into certain things, or maybe your job is a certain thing. I definitely see the appeal of it. It's definitely an acquired taste.
They're hit and miss. Some of them look way better than others. Like this Porsche doesn't look too bad, but like Dom's Charger didn't look good to me at all. Like some things translate better into it than others.
Yeah, and I think the same can be said for Lego as well. Like I just think Ecto 1 looks so good.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think the DB5, the James Bond one, looks so good. But what it is, the DB5 is an excellent build. It's a really nicely engineered car.
Well, I have the Ecto 1, but I haven't built it yet. It's still sitting over there in the box.
Yeah, I do want to get that, but I've got to collect, and I am collecting the modular buildings at the moment for the city.
Well, dude, I figured you had all of them by now.
No, I've got
like you've been eating them up.
I've been trying. Well, I'm eating up the ones that are kind of still affordable. Like I bought the for myself, my little Christmas gift to myself, which is basically me justifying purchasing the blooming thing. I bought for £210, including postage, the Parisian restaurant, which I thought was actually a really good price to get it at.
Yeah, very desirable out there.
Postage, definitely, man.
Yeah, and the average that sells for is about $240. So the guy wanted $220 for it. I offered $200. They met me halfway, and I was like, I
can't remember. Did that retire?
Yeah.
I bought mine. I guess 3 years ago, maybe. I bought it at the Baltimore Comic Con.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it wasn't even a Lego convention. It was at Baltimore Comic Con. I got that.
So I got that. I've got the diner. I've got the. Oh, well, I bought the corner garage this week as well. But when I bought that Hive, the corner garage, I bought 100% on VIP points. It didn't cost me a penny.
Oh, nice.
So I was well pleased about that.
Yeah, I've got a pretty decent amount of points racked up. I really took advantage of that double VIP weekend.
Yeah, it does. I tell you what, it counts. It really helps.
Oh, but definitely.
The reason I got the corner garage now is because you just can't get it for love nor money online anywhere, and you know the shops aren't as busy as they normally are. So I was like, well, I'll go to Leicester Square, buy it, take a look at this. I tell you what, I might be able to show you some pictures. I'll message you a picture, Hive. You'll love it because you're a big Iron Man fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In this installation, they had a really good shot of Iron Man as well.
I'm just really excited to get the police station.
Yeah, me too. But I'm getting that on next on the 1st because I didn't realize Lego stores are actually opened on the 1st.
Oh yeah, I didn't really think they were closed, but now that I think about it, so yours is open, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna be.
Well, you know, I mean, I would like to think that if the Lego stores were gonna be closed, they wouldn't have it on the 1st. Then you know what I mean? Because how rude would that be?
Yeah, no, I phoned my one and they've got it. But we're all going to meet up, but because the country's gone into lockdown even more, we're not going to be doing that now. So I'm going to be going to a more local one I can easily drive to in Blue Water. I'm going to get there early. I'm going to get the police station, get home, and start streaming at 2:00 in the afternoon. And then anyone who's around who wants to just pop in can. It's going to be. It's just weird how this year, Hive. Like Christmas Day is a Friday, fantastic, London calling, and then New Year's Day, fantastic, it's a Friday, London calling again. So it's all kind of wrapped up quite nicely this year.
So are you streaming at 2 in the afternoon where you're at?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about over here?
No, I'm going to be doing 2:00 because basically I'm going to get home, I'm going to do some pre-filming of it. Maybe, I don't know, I might just build it. I don't know. I've never really filmed something quite as big as that, other than
because that's why I was going to be streaming in the morning because I figured I'd be on before you because London Calling doesn't come on here until like 2:30 or so.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it. I've just spent the whole day because we were all going to do it. A whole bunch of us were all going to be streaming on the same day. So I said, okay, well, I'll just do because I want to build that modular in one day, you know. So to do that, I've got to start early. But yeah, so it's basically.
Well, I was gonna say sorry for if I'm gonna be streaming over you or something, but I guess I'm sure it won't really affect you, dude.
Well, that's the thing, though. The thing is, though, this time of year, everyone's streaming. I mean, everyone just wants to stream.
It's inevitable.
Everyone's doing 12 hours of streaming, 12 days of streaming, 12 seconds of streaming.
I did 12 hours.
I don't think it's going to affect you because you get way more views than I do, Greg. So I'm sure it's not going to phase your view. Your
no,
views.
but I tell you what I'll do. If you're streaming, Hive, I mean, you're more than welcome to come into mine and vice versa. I'm sure, but I'll be telling people Hive's on, go and see his stream and stuff like that.
Man, no, it's all good, man. I just thought it was funny. That's all.
It's inevitable that people are going to stream over people.
Well, yeah, we've always talked about that. I mean, there's just so many of us. I just, like I said, I wasn't even thinking because I knew he was streaming Friday. You know what I mean? I just wasn't thinking because of the time frame because, like I said, he normally does it later. So I just wasn't thinking about it. But because I was even thinking about hopping on London Calling anyways after I was done streaming because I was like, yeah, I'll be there. So, yeah. But, there's a lot going on too because I'm not even sure 100% of my complete time frame anyways because my daughter's going to be in town.
Oh, nice.
So actually, I was going to see if she might want to stream with me.
Yeah.
So I'll find out later about that.
She's really... You ever had Mrs. Hive on a stream?
No. I've tried to get her on a stream. She won't do it.
So my wife, you could call her Mrs. A&A if you would like. First time she joined a stream was on Jazz's channel. Out on my channel for it. She was on Jazz's channel. She goes, "Oh, I'll jump on and we'll build the bookshop." So we had her debut on Brix Toyz' stream.
Right.
She enjoyed it though, but she's got to go through half an hour of prep work doing her hair and her makeup and all this stuff to go live. I'm just like baseball hat, some random shirt, and off to the races.
Yeah, the only thing I ever try and do is just make sure I have try and have an interesting shirt on. No, she's not. She's just not. I don't know. Maybe one day she might, but so far it's a big negative. Hey, I've seen some new people. Let's see here. I see Lego Creator Films.
Hi, Victoria.
And there's Victoria Fisher. Hi, Victoria. Thank you for stopping by. So it says, I would love for my daughter to stream with me. It would just turn into destruction.
Hi, I don't want to miss your stream, so I can put you one behind me.
No, dude, you're fine. You're fine. No, it's all good. I was just messing around, man, because like I said, at first I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna be kind of streaming over Greg, but then I was like, no, I think Greg's gonna be okay. But like I said, man, honestly, I don't know what exactly I'm going to be able to do. Now, I know I'm going when the Lego store opens to get it. But, it's probably not a good idea for me to really plan anything out of the norm while my daughter's here. Like I'll still be doing Good Morning Brick World, and other things. But now, without knowing exactly what our schedules are going to be like.
Yeah, it's like, talking about streaming over and that, we originally planned to do the Secret Santa, the UK and Ireland Secret Santa on Sunday, which is what we are doing it. But we were going to do it at 5 o'clock. I said, no, Hive's streaming. You kind of stream to about 6 o'clock our time. So basically, as soon as your stream finishes at around 6, I'm not saying you are finishing at 6, but it's pretty much, you roughly speaking, you stream for about 3 hours, don't you? And then,
wait, what are you talking about?
So Sunday,
tomorrow.
Yeah, you do your morning stream. So your morning stream kicks off at 3 o'clock our time because you start at 10, don't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so you go.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Think about it like this. I can't remember what day. I want to say it's Christmas Eve, but I can't remember for sure when we do our Secret Santa videos. And Christmas Eve is on a Thursday this year.
Yeah.
But it could have easily been on, like, we'll say like a third Wednesday that might have conflicted with solo stream, or Friday that would have conflicted with London Calling. You know what I mean? But we're in time slots, so we don't even really pick that part unless like there's a time we can't do or something. But so, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal.
So you're on at 6 o'clock tomorrow then, Greg, right?
See, it's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening.
Your time. So it's 1 o'clock my time, and then our building across the pond starts at 2:30.
Yeah, we even changed that for with that in mind as well, because but Martin can't join us now anyway. So it's like,
Martin's got some stuff he said he's got to do. He was telling me that.
Yeah, so you know, you try and sort of get everyone as much, you know, find that sweet spot between everything. But at the end of the day, as long as people are mindful and stuff like that, it's all cool.
Yeah, but like it's a big pond, right? Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, this time of year, yeah, absolutely, because everyone just is buying loads of Lego and wants to stream it and build it and stream it at the moment. Like my strategy for the next week or two is live streams and shorts and the odd video. So that's it, really.
You guys off work for a little bit? Yeah, some Christmas break.
I'm off between Christmas Day and the New Year. I don't go back to work till about the 5th of January. So I'm going to be streaming like a banshee, as they say.
I'm also off until I don't know, March.
Nice.
It's pretty much the opposite for me.
You ramp up.
I mean, I've got New Year's Day off. I've got Christmas Eve and Christmas off. But look, I mean, I'm now the boss of many people. So if there's certain emergencies, even like right now, I can get a call and I would have to like take a break for a second or whatever. Like there's just things now. I have certain responsibilities that I have to handle. And right now there's a lot of stuff going on with my job. So eventually it'll settle down some. But because also, you know, when I was at my last job, because I just started this one like a month and a half ago. But it's a promotion. It's a good thing for me. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, I'm new here and there's a lot going on. So anyways, I was going to take time off for when my daughter was here. At my last job, I'd already requested it off. But now, you know, like I said, I get supposedly leave early and stuff on certain days, or maybe take some days off. But, you know, realistically, I don't know how feasible it's going to be. So I'm
sure it'll be easier once you get more comfortable in the new position too, right?
Yeah. So
congratulations though, Hive. You know,
thanks. You know, I mean, it's definitely allowed me to get a few extra Lego.
Good stuff, man.
You're famous now.
Well, you know what, school teachers, you know, we only work 9 months out of the year, so I'm gonna enjoy this time off, this Christmas break. Take it easy.
That's a good thing, definitely. Because, you know, the thing that I'm a firm believer in balance, and you know, I've always had a good work ethic. I think that it's important to work and to even work hard sometimes for what you want. I think that it shows initiative and you know, that you want to work up and just basically earn what you have. You know what I mean? Because it's nice to have money to win things or to be a little rich or something like that. But if you never know what it's like to really earn something, it's really hard to appreciate it. You know what I mean? Yes, exactly. So I mean, it's a good thing to work hard, but at the same time, life is not all about work. You know, life is also about living and trying to have fun and to spend time with the ones that you love and your family, your friends, us streaming together. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it says it shouldn't be what life is all about, just us doing this all the time. Even though it would be fun. But even then, you know, if we did it all the time, every day, never doing nothing else, I mean, it get old eventually, you know what I mean? You'd want to do other things as well. But yeah, you know, it's good to have a good balance between work and play.
Yeah.
And everybody knows, man, with our Lego, we definitely play hard.
Play hard.
Yep. And I'm so glad that I came out of my dark ages and found Lego. And I try and think about, in a way, if I would have never gotten out of Lego, how different my life would have been. I probably wouldn't have even gotten into some other things that I've messed around with in my life. And, most things probably would have been better off not messing around with them.
You'd be rich, that's for sure.
You need a bigger room at this point, though, if you started any earlier. That's like I've got a lot of space, and I'm filling it quickly.
Yeah,
you got the opposite problem to most people. Most people haven't got the space.
Oh, I got lots of space. I basically just taken over the entire basement, so I have. Pretty soon there'll be Lego in the laundry room. You wait, watch.
Well, something that I learned before I even really got heavy into Lego, and I learned this from my wife, because the more room that you get, the more quickly you'll start filling it up.
Yeah, 100%. It's a bit like money. The more money you earn,
the more you spend.
You'll spend it as well. Everything's relative. You'll just make more like you're looking at a set that's quite expensive now. But once you are earning more money and stuff like that, you just buy it. You won't think about it. Like, I remember when I first started my channel, if I spent £200 on a Lego set, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I spent this amount of money.
Right.
But now it's just like, it just goes with the territory. You just normalize to it.
But it's so non-relative too. Like, you don't want to spend $200 on this other thing that may be completely useful.
Oh yeah.
Well, the only time it really I notice it now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I noticed spending $200 on a Lego set, but I agree with you, Greg. It's different now than it was then, for different reasons. One, because I'm more into Lego. We have this Lego channel. Lego is my life, besides what else I have it all revolving around my life. But I also have been promoted. I've made more money in the last few years since I've, started the channel and stuff. But the times that I notice it really the most is when there's different sets that I want and I can't get them all at once. Because there's just, like, I want a Diagon Alley so much, dude. I can't tell you how much I want a Diagon Alley, but I knew if I bought it, I wasn't going to be able to get the Cantina. So it was either the Cantina or Diagon Alley, and I'm going to go with Star Wars, So, also, Bricky, good morning. And Tech, what's up, Tech? How you doing? So yeah, that's and who else? Lil Lego. Hello, Lil Lego.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, Lil Lego. I like it.
Lil Lego. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I wonder who's going to come out with the channel Go Group Lego or something like that. Someone like that.
Oh, all right. So tractor, moving along. I still can't get over last night on The Mandalorian, man.
I loved it. I think I liked what they did with. We're going to talk about spoilers now, folks.
Yeah, we'll be probably dipping into some spoilers, so just so everybody's aware.
I thought Luke Skywalker was done really well. I liked.
I mean, I didn't think he was the best as far as the I don't know. I don't know. Like, it looked really good, but I don't know why. And I sound really horrible for saying this, but I don't know why I'm saying it could have looked better. Like, it looked more like something out of a video game to me.
But that's because in your mind, you unconsciously know that's not really him.
Well, and plus, I thought for sure, and I don't know why, because I know it hadn't been that long, because it's only 6 or 7 years after Return of the Jedi. But I thought when he was going to pull up the hood, like, we're going to see some of at least the start of a white beard or something, But it is what it is. But by all means, the whole scene was insanely cool. I did cry. I won't lie. I cried. It was not at that part. That part I was just astounded by, but I did cry at the end of it. What's up, Jar? How you doing?
I thought the payoff, for me, the big payoff for the whole season is because the Mandalorian seldomly takes off his helmet.
Mm-hmm.
he did it.
That's when I cried.
Yeah, because he had a tear going down his eye.
Because it was just so. Because I was already had the rush of adrenaline from what happened, but that whole scene when he took off his helmet and everything, dude, I just lost it.
I got goosebumps thinking about it. It was that scene where the X-wing goes past, and I was like, "Oh, hello, I know that."
Well, I didn't even think of him when that happened. I thought it was just going to be like, you know, not the rebellion,
Yeah,
but
me
the
too.
Republic, you know.
It was an X-wing, just one of them.
I was waiting for the payoff with Grogu connecting to the Force again. I wanted to know where that was going to go, and that was it. That was the payoff.
To be quite honest with you, you know, and again, I don't know if this is any kind of like legitimate complaint or anything, but I look back and I'm like, it doesn't feel like they really did a lot with Grogu. Like he was just kind of around, you know, while Mando is looking for a place to take him.
Yeah, it was a feeling, wasn't it? I mean, his relationship with Mando was all about feeling, wasn't it? It was about him having this empathy because he didn't want him maybe to be what he was. But
you know, the whole time he just wanted to see his face. Also, oh my god, dude, one of the first things that threw me a loop. Well, I mean, the whole episode, even from the start, when Boba Fett they were chasing after the shuttle, you know what I mean? But the thing was when they landed on the one planet and then the Pre Vizsla ship was parked outside, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
I want that in a Lego set.
Oh, and also I want to give a shout out to Jesse's Brick Galaxy. He posted on his YouTube page a picture of he's got the Lego sets for all three of those ships, and he had it next to the picture of them parked outside. Like it looked great, man. Hey, what's up, Cabbage Face? Who is Grogu?
Grogu was 50 years old. That's the age of him. Is he's 50?
Hey, Cabbage Face. Hey, John. Brix TY.
Grogu did turn a big rock into a giant torch.
Well, he did quite a few things. Like he used force healing for the first time that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So 9 came out. He picked up that whatever that creature was in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Was getting the crap kicked out of him by. So,
you know, he beat up a stormtrooper or two.
Yeah, that was a wicked scene when he was just tossing them around.
So, also, you know what I was telling Mrs. Hive last night, especially when Moff Gideon and Mando were fighting, I was like, oh, this is definitely going to be a Lego set.
Yeah. I want a Gideon Lego figure any day.
I was thinking it'd make a perfect set similar to like one of these types. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, the dual set.
Yeah. Oh, really good idea, Hive. Yeah, wicked idea.
Because I love these things now because I put this one and then the one with Rey and Kylo up, but I love these little scenes that they've been building. You know what I mean? Like this is the Death Star one with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I like them.
And then like the ones with the oh gosh, what are they called? The guards, but what are they called again?
Praetorian
guards.
Praetorian guard, yeah.
Yeah. I love all these little scenes that you can put on a shelf, and they just look such good display pieces, you know?
Do you have the Battle on Starkiller Base?
What?
The Battle on Starkiller Base?
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. That's this one, right?
The white one? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. And then, even though it's not a battle scene, I put this one in the center just because it's kind of a scene, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's Tokadon.
Yeah. So we were discussing last night, not things that just happened in the episode, but what we think is going to happen maybe for the future. So one of the things that I was mentioning last night was so what happens to Grogu, you know? And I have the firm belief that for at least a time period, I don't know how long, but he probably hung around in the Jedi temple that Luke builds for, training the new Jedi Academy, I guess, that Luke would build. That got burned down by Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. But the whole question is, like, was Grogu in the temple or the academy when that happened? Like, did he go somewhere else? Because I really believe he's going to be at least in that academy for a while. It just would make sense if Luke had a bunch of trainees. You know what I mean? Like,
timeline wise, you're probably close to 20 years from when the temple gets burned down to when Luke picks up Grogu.
Well, I can't remember if somebody told me that in roughly 6 years, 7 years after The Mandalorian right now is when Ben is born or when Rey is born. Because I think it's further down. Because you got to remember, like, isn't Force Awakens like 20, 30 years?
It's 30 years after Episode 6. I mean, I don't know how old Rey. They never actually say how old Rey is, but you would assume that she's like 1920.
Right. That's about right. Yeah.
Right. Because Ben's probably around the same age. And if Mandalorian, if we're getting into the 7-8 years now, then you would think Ben was a little younger. So you're probably 25 years after. So you're probably around 19, 20 years after this episode of The Mandalorian to when the temple gets burned down.
I need to see a really good comprehensive timeline. I'd love to know, because it helps put things into perspective for me.
Yeah.
There's so much. Like, if you bring in all the comics and all the graphic novels, and
right,
there's so much more than just.
And that's something Sans brought up last night was, even though obviously you got to read all this extra stuff, but there's a lot of lore that's canon now. It's not like just legend stuff; it's actually canon. Because one of the things I was wondering is the end scene, the last scene on Rebels when you get to see Ahsoka. She got the white robe on and everything, and she gets Sabine, and they're obviously going to go look for Ezra, and I don't know if they're going to look for Thrawn, but I know they're going to want to look for Ezra. But does that take place pretty much like right now in the Mandalorian series? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or was that something that already happened before the Mandalorian started?
No, I think that's where Ahsoka is going after we see her in The Mandalorian.
So that scene in Rebels literally takes place like not long after her and Mando had their encounter.
And don't forget, right? Ahsoka has met Anakin, has met Vader and fought Vader, realized it's Anakin, and now she can meet Luke as well.
And the thing is and again, because I'm not saying it's impossible. I'd have to go back again and watch the original movies and stuff. But look, again, I might be sounding petty, but I'm not upset if it's not brought up in the original movies. Obviously it isn't. Ahsoka's name was never mentioned or anything like that. But if there's stuff that's if they interact and we see interactions that would make sense that if she was brought up and she hasn't, then it's a different story. I don't know if I said that right, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't want my head to not be able to compute something. You know what I mean? All right. For instance, Darth Vader coming back for the Obi-Wan series. Now, if they do a flashback or something like that, I'll be okay with it. If him and Darth Vader fight like in real, not in a spiritual plane or anything, like just real fight, that's not going to compute for me, because it was like, I can't remember the exact dialogue, but it was really, I think, portrayed that it was the first time they'd seen each other since Mustafar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's gonna mess me up if they don't do that right. And that's the problem with trying to make all these stories around stuff that's already existing. You know what I mean? Because you've got to be extremely careful, or you're gonna trip over stuff. And I mean, I can look past some like very minor stuff, man. But like once it starts interfering with like the story, or
but
again,
Star Wars is a different animal when it comes to that. The fans are very, very passionate and nitpicky. You can't do a plot hole or a contradiction and not hear about it from the fans. Not Star Wars fans. You might be able to do that with like Disney Pixel or something like that. But Can't do that with Star Wars.
Okay, and for instance, and again, I was trying to find a loophole around it, but I haven't been able to yet. Titanium J brought up a very good point about the Darksaber, about how Sabine just gave the Darksaber to Bo-Katan in the series, and like I think it was Rebels, right? Yeah, either Rebels or the new Clone Wars. I can't remember which one it was, but she just gave her the Darksaber. So why can't Mando just give her the Darksaber? You know, why are these rules applying now? Now, Titanium J's pretty much because it's like they need to give Mando like a plot, you know, make the plot move forward or whatever, or something, give him something to do. But again, if there's a loophole or if it works, somehow it works. But it's just like, yeah, you just had Sabine just give it to her, so why can't Mando just give it to her? Because I was asking Jay last night, I was like, well, is Sabine maybe in the bloodline? Maybe it's a family thing? And he was like, no, she's in a different clan. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, Greg mentioned him earlier, but Star Wars Theory, who's a fairly decent.
Oh yeah, dude, I love him, man.
Yeah, he does a lot of like, how is Anakin going to come back in this Kenobi thing? He could come back,
right?
And he could come back as a flashback, and so he does all these theories.
Like, yeah, now I'm cool with that. Flash, especially if they show some Clone Wars type stuff. You know what I mean? But again, even in a flashback, that would have just been Anakin, not Darth Vader. You know what I mean? Now, I think I heard him. I don't know if it's him or a different YouTuber talk about how they can maybe fight on a spiritual plane.
Yeah, because there's a comic where Darth Vader has visions when he's
right.
meditating.
Exactly.
He ends up going through the whole Mustafar battle again, but he goes through it as Vader,
right?
As Anakin, and ends up beating Obi-Wan, and it's very dark. Like he ends up picking up a bunch of lava with the Force and throwing it on Obi-Wan, and
that'd be good.
Very dark, and
that is wow. Oh, by the way, I also even said this out loud when we were watching last night. Good on Star Wars Disney for getting a little dark in that episode too, man. Like that face shot that Cara Dune did when what's his face was holding the doctor hostage. When they're on the shuttle, when she just shot him right in the face. Like, I was like, wow, good on Disney for showing that, man. I mean, it's not like it was gory, but it was still, you know, pretty shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was proud of them.
Okay, so for me, right, the thing I'm so more excited about than anything about the next season is seeing Thrawn.
Oh my God.
He's a character I massively admire.
Well, do you think that he's gonna be in that, or do you think they might make him more relevant in the Ahsoka show?
He's gonna be around.
Or actually, it'll probably all tie in, honestly, Greg, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so too. But yeah, the fact is, anything to do with Ezra, Thrawn, however Ezra got back, or got to wherever he got to, Thrawn will be there as well.
You know that's true. Because Thrawn's too good of a character for them not to utilize either, man.
He's got quite the following, Thrawn. I haven't seen all of Rebels. I watched the first 2 seasons and then I couldn't stay focused on the.
He's a fascinating character, man, because he's just so intelligent, and he can fight. But he's just such a good strategist, you know, with with fighting, not just physical fighting, but like with combat, and then the Star Destroyers, and plus his race of people are so good with mapping out the outer rim, like the unknown territories and stuff. Hi, Eileen, how you doing? Good morning, and good morning to Bricking Outside the Box. I hope all of you are doing well. And Sir Brix, yes, I really hope they make a Lego Mix of Darksaber soon. Also, it's past time, right?
Well, they're just gonna put like a black translucent stick in a lightsaber hilt, though, right?
Well, I tell you what I want. I want that great big cruiser that Moff Gideon was in.
Yeah,
I really like that TIE fighter. I know that the one with the folding wings.
The turbo tank from the last episode.
Yeah, give me that turbo tank. Be nice to have a proper road, like a ground vehicle from Star Wars.
Dude, it'd be crazy if Lego didn't take advantage and make sets of this stuff, dude.
I think this is my personal. I think that's why we're not getting Clone Wars sets and prequel sets, because it seems like there's so many crossover type sets like the clone tanks, and that I think they may gear that stuff more towards the Mandalorian rather than the Clone Wars. But that's a wild assumption on my part.
Yeah, it's really hard to say what.
Yeah, but it's nice to theorize, though, isn't it? You know,
yeah,
that's what it's all about, man.
They may just want us wanting more for so long, right?
Also, and I've seen some really good videos about this. What's gonna be Mando's next ship, dude?
I thought for sure he was going to take over the Slave 1.
Well, I've been hearing the Slave 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I totally forgot about the Slave 2.
there's actually been 4 slaves.
Oh, well, I didn't even know there was 2 more. Good Lord, man.
I watched again the Star Wars. I watched he's got a lineage video of the Slave 1 and where it went from before Django, how Django got it, and then how Boba got it, and kind of
because the Slave 2 is a big ship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Star Destroyer big, but I mean, it's a big ship.
4. I think the Slave 4 looks more like Ghost from Rebels.
Oh, dude, oh my God, I've been really wanting to save up the money and get that Ghost.
Yeah.
Before it's too expensive. I want that ship so bad, but I'd really like to have the UCS version. But that's like, isn't that like 10,000 pieces or something?
Yeah. Brick Vault have done one Hive.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of the Slave 2. I've got to look that up. Maybe I do know about it, but Slave 2.
It was a I want to say it's not a prison ship, but like a jail type ship because it's got jail cells. So now instead of carbon freezing, he could just put them in a cell. But it's got like 3 floors and stuff. It's a big ship, man. It's a very awkward looking ship, and that's what Mrs. Hive says about Slave 1. She's every time we see it, she's like, "That's such a weird looking ship," because you know how like it flies and then how it turns the land and everything. Like,
I love it. I love how it.
I know. She likes it. She's like, it's just a weird ship.
But they did.
That's what it's iconic. It's one of the strangest designed ships ever, but it's beautiful.
I love how we got to see the interior the way we did in the show, man.
And the rotations of it as well. They're sitting there and it's rotating around, and you're like, oh my God, this is all new. I've always wondered what it was like.
Yeah, man, it was fantastic.
Like Jazz is saying, I was pretty sure that Mando was going to get the Slave 1, but
I thought that too, honestly.
It made sense.
And I don't know. You never know. Well, okay, here we go. I know what's going to probably happen. He's probably going to go to Boba, and Boba's going to hook him up with something. Because now, obviously Boba's going to have some probably ships to hook him up with. Because he could go. Because how else is he going? I don't think he's got really any money.
So the question is, do you think he's done making Razor Crest now that the
No, I take that back. He is going to have some money because he's going to get a reward for Moff Gideon. Because Kara even said there was some double of the prize or double the reward or something, or the bounty, or I can't remember what she said to him, like right towards the end. So he is going to get money for capturing Moff Gideon.
But the Razor Crest is a class of ship. It's not the name of the ship. The Razor Crest is a class.
I thought it was the name. Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, at the beginning, I think it was episode 1. You know the blue guy that he gets on that ice planet.
Yeah.
He says, oh, you've got a Razor Crest. Where'd that old thing come from, sort of thing. Oh. And he said it in such a way that it's a class of ship as opposed to a name of it.
Well, the reason, and I always thought it was like the name, is because I didn't think anybody knew what particular type of ship it. Like everybody, I've heard so many people talk about how it might be a modified gunship, or something like that. So that's why I wasn't sure if anybody knew what it was. But yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so we could get another one. Either way, it'll be another Lego set, Hive.
And another thing I saw in one of the videos that I had watched was they were talking about that, and I didn't even think about it at first. So when they blew up the Razor Crest, we lost the Razor Crest, but we also lost his awesome gun.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed about that. I hope he gets another one because I like that gun on him.
I know. Yeah, that's a very iconic gun. I mean, yeah, he got the spear, but you know, I really like that gun.
Yeah, me too. That for me was like Han Solo with his blaster.
Well, I got a tractor.
Woo! What's the hay like? Show us the hay.
Actually, I'll put it on a clear camera. Hold on a minute.
Wow.
So, like I said, not a lot to it, and then you know, it's like I said, it's in 2 pieces. And I didn't know this at first. So if these are new pieces, that's really awesome because right in the middle there, there's a black one like that you put inside the middle of the tractor.
Cool, man.
Yeah, but it's
looks like a really nice build, dude.
Yeah, man, it's a very solid build. And you know, if you've got like a farm, because they just made that one farm, what was it, like a wheat plow thing or something that had the barrel thing in the front? Doggone it, I can't think of the name of it. I'm not a farmer, so I'm not sure what they're called. But you know what? Now I'm going to look it up because I'm curious.
I'm not a farmer.
Lego farm.
Ain't no farmer. Hi, Lane.
Oh, wait. Yeah, here it is. Hold on a minute. And I'll even share the screen so everybody can see what I'm talking about. I think it's this one here. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool set.
Yeah, the harvester.
Oh, the combine, I think. Is
the screen or the picture kits?
I think it's
that was on sale last Black Friday. That one at our Walmarts.
Yeah, well, it was here as well, Jazz. Someone bought that for me last year for my secret
Wow. I didn't even realize they had all this other farm.
Yeah, that was a nice set. I wish I would have kept one.
Hey, look at the haystacks in that one, Hive.
Oh, they're just yellow bricks. Look at that. Look at the cows. I want some
Cows look really good.
Yeah, dude. And look over here. Look at this right here. It's like canisters. Dude, I like these farm sets. Wow.
You do like the greenery stuff, Hive. Like you like the
Yeah.
the tree house.
I didn't think and it's such a surprise to me because I had every intention when I wanted to do the city, like just straight city stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I remember seeing more and more trees that people would build, and I loved them. And so I knew I wanted to at least have at least a park. And then when I got the tree house, like that was just like, oh man, now I gotta have like a forest. So, and now the forest is becoming, if I didn't have the desert with Tatooine, and like a beach, the forest would probably be bigger than the city area. Cause my forest is two, what is it? 4 feet? I don't know. Like, I think it's like 6 by 3 feet long tables.
Mm-hmm.
So
they go so well with that Luke figure we get all the time.
What's that? That Technic Land Rover. Oh, okay.
That Technic Land Rover is nice, actually.
Yeah, it is. I like it, man. I just, like I said, it's even if I'm about to build it, it's just like there's so many other things that I'm getting that.
That Land Rover is on sale at our Costco's right now. The Technic Land Rover.
What is it normally?
It's regular $249. It's $199 at Costco, but right now they're going for $149. Nice car, Greg.
It's
you built it?
Yeah. Jazz, I don't know if you're a big Batman fan or anything like that. I'm quite into Batman, nowhere near as much as Hive. But is it me? If this was black, it would look like the old traditional Batman car.
Actually, if you threw an engine in the back of it, it looked pretty much almost, well, no, because I think he's got a Challenger or something like that, maybe. But it almost looks like the one from the Batman, the new one coming out.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lovely set. I'll take it apart now.
Are you going to take it apart?
I'm going to gnaw it. I'm going to rebuild it, but I'll film it.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't done. I didn't have time to prepare because I was. This is all like this screen in the background is an experiment for me because I'm using. I'm basically using my home ring main as a network. So I've run a network in my ring main up to my room, and then I thought, right, with the TV because I've not got an aerial plugged into it, but I'll plug it using Ethernet into my router via the ring main and see if it works. And it is. It's kind of just got that going in the background, which is kind of nice, really. It's kind of. I just happen to have a spare TV at the house, and I thought, oh, I'll give that a go.
Oh crap! My phone's about to die.
Oh, we've got someone new out there. Studio On. Hello, Studio On. Not met you before, mate. Nice to meet you. Hey, Gallifrey.
Hey, Galfrey, what's up? And Studio On. Yeah, Studio On. Are you new here? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, it's cool name. I like that. If that's like studio, as in the Lego program, that's a brilliant name. It's a good name anyway, mate. I like the colours as well. Red, white, and blue. Just like my favourite flags. I don't mind a bit of maple as well, though. Truth be known.
I was just about to say,
I think I just got out of that one, everyone. Hi, did you like that picture I put on Instagram this morning? I think I put it on my story. I found a picture of Captain Britain and Captain America in Lego form.
Oh yeah. So speaking of which, I don't know if everybody has seen the preview or the trailer for the What If on Disney Plus for Marvel. So I remember when I first saw some of the titles. I one of them interested me because it's what if Peggy Carter became the Cap, right? But I noticed, I was like, well, they didn't say Captain America. I was like, that's weird. And then when I seen the trailer, I'm like, holy crap, she's Captain Britain.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I want there to be Captain. I'm a big fan of Captain Britain back in the day.
I love Captain Britain. I'm not familiar with Union Jack as much, which I think maybe that's who Captain Britain used to be. But Captain Britain, Brian Braddock, is one of my favorite characters, man. I love him. And, and a lot of people don't realize Psylocke is his sister. And he's even got another brother. I think his name's Jack. I can't remember because I think his nickname is like Casper Jack or something like that, man. But he's like super, super, super powerful. Like he's able to manipulate matter and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, Captain Britain, dude. Just because, and one of my favorite comic books back in the day, Greg, was Excalibur. Do you have? It was like him and Nightcrawler, Shadowcat. There was Megan. I think that's what her name was.
A real odd crew of people, but it worked.
Oh, but it was great. It was great.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. And they're always into fighting a little bit, but as a team, they worked really well.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I can't wait to see it. Captain Britain was. I grew up reading those comics, Captain Britain, the UK versions anyway, which for some reason were bigger, wider, they're like A4 page size, as opposed to the sort of average comic book size,
right?
That you get in America. And but the artwork was very similar to Judge Dredd, 2000 AD and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
Loved it.
Well, you know what I've always just loved is, and this is pretty wild because, both of people that are in this besides me represent the country, but so many good artists, writers, entertainers have come from, over there from either Britain or from Canada, dude. I think some of the best comedians have come from Canada. I some of the funniest, most creative people I've ever seen, man. And then I think some of the best writers and artists have come from over in Britain, man. Whether it's Alan Davis is an artist or Grant Morrison. I mean, Alan Moore.
Like these guys, dude, has Mark Millar. I mean, like they've like created some of the best stories ever, man. I mean, it just amazes me, you know, how there's so much talent in so many different parts of the world. You know what I mean? And I just wish more of them got exposure. And I just saw Rogue Runner in the chat. Hi, Rogue Runner.
These wicked pieces now.
Missing a piece, Corey?
No, I've never used these.
Uh-oh, that's a horrible thing to say when you're working on Technic, man.
No, these like pieces here. I've never used them before.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me see. That is a weird looking piece, dude.
Yeah.
What the heck?
There you go.
I don't even like to look at that piece. What the?
Making the front bumper, I think, is what you're doing, wrapping it around there. It's actually like it's coming together fairly good. I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
No, but hey, the doors open and close, and got both headlights on there, if that's what you want to call them now.
I mean, I'm a sucker for punishment because I'm working on a used set, and it's a.
Yeah, what do you?
I keep saying I'm never going to build a used set on a stream, and I'm about to. I don't have a lot of hair, but I want to rip some of it out.
You're almost done.
Are you missing pieces?
But I skipped a whole bunch of steps. I'm missing two important pieces here, and this is a lot that I bought a while ago, and Corey is very familiar with it. He keeps, putting stickers on the box that it's complete, and it's far from it. I mean, Leia, like the minifigures, I'm missing, like it's the wrong Han torso. I don't have the legs for Han. Leia's head is supposed to be a two-sided head. It's just a nightmare. But I'll figure it out, or I'm just gonna sell it as is. But it's getting there.
Yeah. Wow. It's definitely getting there, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Snapdragon Brix. Hello.
I've never built one yet. I've never built a Millennium Falcon. I really should do because I like it.
They're great.
They're very similar.
There's two of them for you. One right here.
I
got the
Corey's
Force
flexing. Hi, Corey's flexing.
Yeah, I'm flexing.
I promised I wasn't gonna flex. We pinky swore.
I did not pinky swear. That's the 2019 one.
Yeah. I think it's,
And this one is that's just a wee step.
that's that cheap UCS one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the UCS one. Have you seen the UCS helicarrier? Because if you really want,
Oh my god! Hashtag flex.
I'll flex with that. Here, I'll get you.
Oh,
that.
yeah. Go ahead and flex it.
No, it's okay. I don't need to see it.
Don't bother. I saw you with it on the stream the other day.
Lando, how are you
All right,
doing?
Hype, I gotta go.
Look at that. Look at that, Greg.
Thanks for coming, Corey.
Dude, it's so fantastic.
That's like holding a small child.
It's like holding a big child.
I was going to say, if that's the size of Canadian children, blimey.
We don't feed our children up here.
Yeah, that is nice.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty lucky to find one of those.
3,000 pieces of just glory in this one.
You must have great connections.
Yeah, I do.
Will, maybe I'll build one over the Christmas period. I've got a couple of days off. I might maybe. I'm gonna be.
I still haven't found a place to put it though. That's the thing with that one.
So, do I get to flex now? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Of course. You flex as much as you want, brother.
No,
Greg,
man.
what is this picture you sent me?
Oh, it was. I was in Covent Garden on Wednesday, and I went to this installation, and it was Rebuild the World. And the picture I've sent you is from the TV advert, but it's a reconstruction of it. I was wondering if you recognised it.
This
It's
is
kind of to see. Hold on, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna share it with everybody. So
Yeah,
that way,
you'll like it. It might be the long way up, but you'll recognise it.
I wanted to see a bigger picture of it.
Brix Toyz, that's a nice set as well.
that's the. Why is it upside down? Is my cat? Oh,
You're just holding it up.
I'm holding it up. The
Oh, yeah, I wonder
original
if I can-
Slave One.
Let me see if I can actually.
That's the original one, yeah?
Yeah,
I'm trying
and
to see if I can move it over so everybody doesn't have to tilt their head to look at it.
Yeah, I think Windows you can.
That's it. I'm done. That's my flex for the day.
That was a nice flex. That was
a classic flex.
Oh, okay. There's if I'm going to flex, a custom AT-AT. There you go.
All right, here we go.
Dark gray bricks.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I can actually.
Hive looks so focused.
I'm trying to get this just right so everybody can see it.
You have technology, Hive, with your ThinkPad Lenovo laptop.
All right, not sign now. See if I can do this right. No. Where'd it go? There it is.
That's the badger.
What? I'm trying to think of what is this? Like the scene, not the obvious scene. You know what I mean? But what
it's from the Christmas advert. It's
oh.
And what they did was they just put it in with all the modulars. You got the diner there, the corner garage.
Right.
I think that's Assembly Square as well.
Yeah, man. I see it was a rainy night as well.
It was, but I was so lucky, right? I didn't have tickets to go to this, and it's fully booked. But it had just rained. But anyway, I got out of Leicester Square, and it was fine. It wasn't raining at all. It actually poured down all day long. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. I'll go around it. I walked in. And it's because it's all outside, and it was like, yeah, just come on in. I was like, fantastic. So, I saw that, and I took a bit of footage. So I'll do a little vlog on it or something like that over the weekend and get that out because hardly anyone's been able to get there to see it. And I think England's going to come under even more restrictions after the conference today with the Prime Minister.
Oh, hey, Breaking Outside the Box, how you doing? Well, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good.
Oh, Lando's worked out.
It got a little repetitive going towards the end, anyways. Will so, which I'm gonna have to have a little talk about that.
I'm just gonna go and get a drink, however, and I'll be straight back.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and build this Spider-Man set.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. That is a set I'm quite excited about, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we'd go super long today. You know, if it was all right with everybody, I got to take care of some stuff later on. So I figured maybe we'd go to like, I don't know, maybe noon, a little past noon, something like that. You know, unless you guys want to go longer, we can. It's not a big deal.
All right, yeah, half hour's good for me, Hive. I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
I'm gonna have to hop off in about 5 minutes, though. Sorry, buddy.
What's up? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
I'm gonna have to hop off in about 5 minutes.
Okay, no, that's all right, man. Yeah. Like I said, we normally, you know, Greg and I, we kind of plan out the Transatlantics a little bit more advanced, but we did this one kind of more on the fly in a way. But there's a lot of stuff going on with the holidays and other streams, and you know, just we got another 2x2 to film, getting towards the end of the month, and.
So do you guys typically have 2 guests on the Transatlantic, or sometimes you don't have any guests?
Nah, it's completely random. We've had like the first few of them. I don't think we were really intended on having any guests. It wasn't like we weren't against it. We just didn't really think too hard about it because it was more of a just us 2 thing.
Yeah.
But eventually, yeah, we wanted to start having people on, and but there wasn't any real rhyme or reason to who we picked. I mean, obviously, we try and make sure we get people on that will be part of the conversation, or will gel well with each other.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would want to put 2 people on that hate each other or something like that. But yeah, there's not really, like I said, any rhyme or reason to it. I mean, I thought of you 2 before, and we just never got a chance really to ask you guys on. But I thought of you 2 because, obviously you guys are awesome and we like you guys. But 2, you guys, work together a lot. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of an interesting dynamic to touch upon, since that's kind of like what Greg and I do as well.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I really appreciate you having me on. I'm sure Corey feels the same.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely.
Oh, I do.
I guess Corey will probably say this is probably the quietest he's ever heard me on a stream.
I could tell that you were missing some pieces, and you're just kind of dealing with
Oh man, I'm just trying to respect the hosts. I'd be like whining and complaining.
Brix Toyz stream, we would have heard a lot of
Oh my god.
thing.
I'd be describing the pieces, how many white hairs are growing out of my scalp. You know.
Where are you supposed to put that?
That's funny.
I'm running low on pieces here. I must be getting.
You think you're getting close?
I think I'm getting close. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it still looks like a shell of itself, but the pieces are like this. This whole thing is almost empty. Like, I don't know.
Did you have them all in there?
They're in. Okay, so I had this bin here. I have this tray here, and then for all the little pins and stuff, I have these dollar store ones that.
Right.
Like I got these for $1.25. So like they're great for holding the little pins, right? So there's one here, one here.
Yeah, I need to get a lot of that stuff for my smaller pieces, because I have big containers and stuff for just normal bricks and plates, but like for small stuff,
it takes up the whole desk though.
Well, and I have a bad habit of like, let me see if I can find one to give you an example. I have a bad habit of just taking bricks and pieces and just like throwing them in a cup, like not organizing or anything.
Here's my every spare part that comes out of a set goes in here.
Yeah, I did used to have one container I would put them all in, and then everything gets scattered everywhere.
And then eventually that just gets dumped into a bigger one.
Right.
Oh, Greg's back. Tech and Lando, do you guys need a room?
On that note,
so hey, Tech says, what's your guys' most desired retired set at the moment? For me, it might be either the Imperial Shuttle or the US Imperial Shuttle or the USC Slave One.
Oh yeah.
My most desirable is probably the Black Pearl or the
Ooh, that's a good one.
Queen Anne's Revenge.
Both good ones. Yeah. Jazz, you got any, man, before you head out?
oh, I'm trying to think what I. So this is a set that I would want.
Retired most desirable.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you should probably specify with Jazz too. From a collector standpoint, not a merchant standpoint.
No,
Yeah.
I know what the question, man.
Well, you never know. You might be like, well, this one's a really good investment.
Before, like I was able to pretty much grab them all this year. I wanted the UCS Slave One. I wanted the Rancor Pit. I wanted Jabba's Palace.
Oh, that's another good one.
I got the Nintendo. I wanted that, but that's not retired.
I like the way you're flexing and doing it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is it that obvious? Okay, hold on. Actually, it's a set that I sold. I want the Quickie Mark back.
Oh, another good one. Oh, and I forgot the Ghostbusters Headquarters.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's another one. So
That's
bad.
a good one. I would like that because that's good for a city.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
Would you guys like to see it? I can go grab it.
If you want to flex it to us, we can. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Headquarters.
I'm just kidding. Listen, guys, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, man.
And say
Good
bye to
chatting you all,
everyone in the chat. Goodbye across the pond, Greg. And Corey, I'll probably talk to you in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guys.
Bye,
Thanks a lot,
guys.
mate.
Everybody, please go subscribe to Brix Toyz.
Yeah, that's what he needs is more subscribers.
Yeah.
I knew
He's
you
the
were gonna
biggest
say that.
Everybody, also please go subscribe to AandAHobbies.
No, don't. You just
No, don't.
All right, bye, guys.
Later, brother.
I had to phone him yesterday. I said, Jazz, I'm pretty sure you just gained 750 subscribers overnight.
Yeah. So over here, the Prime Minister at the moment has just announced to the country that they're going to basically close down the southeast of England.
Wow.
So that's going to make it very interesting come New Year's Day, because I don't think there's going to be any Lego stores open anywhere. So,
well, you guys were the first country to roll out the vaccine, right?
Yeah, but the this is such a thing at the moment.
I don't know if you want to talk about it or not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's not go into it too much, but from a Lego standpoint of view, it looks like the stores might not be open. But hey, first world problems, hey?
Yeah. I'm quite okay hunkering down in my house for the next 2 weeks.
But with the vaccine coming out, man, I just feel like that's at least some promise for 2021 is going to start turning out better than last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope so. So I tell you what my desirable set would be, but it comes in 2 parts. And that would be Jabba's Palace and the Rancor Pit.
That's Jazz just built those this year. I want them as well.
I was very, very lucky to get the Rancor Pit. I mean, I didn't get it sealed and I didn't get the minifigures, but I got the Rancor and I got the pit. And I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was either 40 or 60 I got it for. But yeah, I got the Rancor pit right here. And I got the Rancor up there next to my dinosaur. But yeah, I really want Jabba's Palace. And I almost bought the barge, the sail or whatever. I can't remember what it is.
Whoa, that's right here. You can see it.
I want the barge in UCS form.
Let me pull up your screen so I can see that.
I have is the skiff that comes with it, or the separate set, right?
Yeah.
And it's the barge there.
Yeah, eventually, if I have the money, I'm gonna get them because
this is kind of all my Tatooine stuff besides like Yoda's hut from Dagobah.
Well, I decided that when we get a new house and I get the basement, I'm gonna make the forest a little bit bigger. I'm gonna keep the city probably about the same size, but unless I start getting too many modulars. But I really want to make the desert bigger. I'd really like to have a bigger desert so I can have like the Sarlacc with, in that skiff, that set, and then get Jabba's Palace and get the sail, the barge or whatever. I'd like to get all that stuff, man.
It's gonna be
because the desert thing is almost turning as exciting for me as like the forest is.
Thing is, you've got a forest full of life and a desert
full of death.
Balance. It's good balance.
It is a good balance, isn't it?
Yeah, I just saw that, Victoria. We're going to. There'll be interesting days ahead, but it won't last forever, everyone.
I agree, Eileen. I agree. Yeah, Bricky, we'll see. We shall see. But I got to tell you, the reason why I think that this one was very difficult. Now, there's a lot of things that we could all have different opinions about, whether it's people not listening to stuff or whatever. But I think that if this acted fast and did something much, much more worse, like if it turned people into zombies or something,
Walking Dead style.
I think people, I don't know, it might have been too late, but I was like, I know people at least recognize it if it was faster. It's kind of like tobacco, like smokers. Cigarettes is a slow death. You know what I mean? It takes a long time for it to finally catch up to you enough that it's like, oh crap, now it's too late. I have like emphysema or I have cancer or whatever the case may be. But if you started smoking and like you immediately like it just started messing you up right away or something, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, most people generally probably wouldn't keep smoking or even start smoking to begin with. I mean, I'm very proud of the generation today of cigarette sales have like dropped. Like now vape sales have gone up and stuff, but I'm proud of the generation under me that is really smoking tobacco to the curb for the most part. You know what I mean? Because
certainly not what it was 50 years ago.
Yeah, like because I mean, like Corey, I don't know exactly how old you are, but I know Greg and I are very, we're pretty similar in ages.
I'm the exact same age as you, Hive.
Okay, so yeah, we have.
I think Corey's flattering himself.
Don't you worry, I'm just as old as you.
So, but I remember, not as an adult, but as a kid, people smoked everywhere, dude.
Yeah,
on airplanes and restaurants. Like,
it was nothing for your dad to give you like $5 and say, run to the gas station, grab me a pack of
they would sell them to you, dude.
12-year-old kid, right? And they would just sell them to you, and off to home you'd go with your licorice and your dad's smokes. And
right.
Yeah. That was back when gas was only 25 cents a liter.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Come on, you guys don't pay anything for your petrol anyway. You want to come to England, you get taxed like a good one on it.
But I will say, without trying to understand the numbers off the top of my head or anything, I mean, I agree. All right. I think that obviously, Greg, I think you pay a lot more in taxes than we do. But I think that you get more out of your government as far as a lot of those things, like your healthcare and stuff like that. That we do not. But gas right now for me over here in Maryland on the East Coast is like roughly, I'll just say like $2.30 a gallon.
A gallon.
Yeah. Doc and Ninja and them, they're probably paying close to $5 a gallon.
Wow.
Because, well, at least Ninja, because I know California is insanely expensive. I'm not sure about Doc because he's up in Washington, but it's still on the West Coast. So, hey, Papa's Brix is in the house. What's up? How you doing, Rich? Oh, Victoria said that Ucs R2d2 is at the top of her list for retired sets. Wow, I'd really like to see them make a newer version of that.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Mm-hmm. Especially since they've been doing like the smaller buildable figure type stuff, like they did BB-8 and then they did Dio and Baby Yoda. You know what? I don't think I can do the Baby Yoda drop test now. I that last episode, dude.
You're pulling on your heartstrings.
It would be funny if Luca dropped him. That would have completely changed that scene.
Oh, dude, and I don't know. I really feel like people really might hate me if I do it.
It's just
even though it's the name of comedy, man. I'm just trying to be funny.
It's just Lego. You can rebuild them.
People are really sensitive about that stuff, man.
Yeah, well, they go for the shock factor, Hive. I was always taught it doesn't matter whether they're talking good or bad. If they're talking about you, you're doing something right.
I hope so.
Do what you want.
So yeah, it's the United States is weird, Greg, because since we're so big, it's just so different in different areas. Like with everything, whether it's water or power or just states' rights or whatever.
Everything does change from state to state so much.
But the good thing about it, though, is if you don't like somewhere you're living in America, you can go somewhere else. I mean, it's not as easy as it sounds, but it's not the most difficult thing in the world either.
I built this one the wrong way.
I think that because my family was in the military when I was growing up and I lived in so many different places, that it just kind of helped me move around when I was an adult without being too worried about like, oh, how am I going to get a job? Or how am I going to do this?
Oh man, this is...
I was like, how's that going for you there, Corey?
It's so easy to kind of get the wrong, like for this example, this piece here. Like there's a mirror image of that piece, right? Because there's one for the left side, one for the right side.
Uh-huh.
And I had grabbed the wrong piece. Here's the other one. So they look the same. Oh man. See, now I'm gonna be really confused. Okay, here's the other one. Yeah, see how they're mirrored?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right. So now I built this one and then realized when I went to put the sticker on that this is for the other side. So I'm just going to assume that I don't have to unbuild it. I just have to build the right side. And I don't know. It's very easy to kind of mix that up. Like you have this, which is, I believe, the front bumper. And then you have these. There it goes. You got these flex hoses that are supposed to flex around.
Right.
They hold their shape. I don't know. So I don't really know what I'm doing.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, Technic is insane.
It's my first. It hasn't been terrible, but again, it's not. It was only 1,500 pieces. It's not like it's the Lambo.
Is it your first one?
Yeah. Yeah, I built like one small one before, but
that looks pretty big, though, dude.
It is big. Like,
I mean,
200. Like the price point is $200 Canadian, so I think it's what, $160 American or something.
Because I can't even remember how many pieces the Lambo had.
I think it was over 2,000. I think.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the box. Which I don't know what I did with the box where it's at. Oh, it's way down there. No, screw it.
But again, like you said this before on a previous stream, Hard, which is going to tell you that I do pay attention. You missed the brick building, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're building a Razor Crest, and you kind of build a Technic frame, and then you switch into the brick building aspect.
Right.
And with this, it's just like Technic. Like
yeah, dude. It's just
Hive said exactly the same thing. He was craving a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like, okay, yeah, like you said, okay, with the Razor Crest, you start building the Technic frame, or even the Batmobile. You got all this Technic underneath, but eventually then you get to plates and other brick pieces and stuff like that, and it just helps break up that monotony. But I don't even, that's the thing, man, without the exception of just a few frame pieces and stuff, I don't like building Technic pieces, man. It's not fun for me, honestly.
I respect the strength of Technic and the engineering involved.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, that is amazing. That's amazing engineering stuff. Oh, hi ATs, how you doing?
See, there's the front bumper now. So I didn't have to rebuild that piece. I just, you come in, you're aware that it's
red and black, though. Man, it's nice. Also, I saw somebody ask a question. Snap the Grid Bricks says, "What does the panel think about the failed Lego ideas possibly being offered through Bricklink?" I'm down with it.
I'm down.
Yeah, me too. I tell you what, I'd love to get is the Thunderbird set. I wanted that massively.
I wanted the Futurama one, man.
Yeah, that was a brilliant set, Hive. That really was. Yeah, that's right up there with the ones I like.
I think any opportunity to reward people that have support like that should be.
But they were already doing stuff on Bricklink for like people's not official Lego idea sets, but their idea sets.
The difference is now that Lego owns Bricklink, right? So they can kind of start marketing their stuff through that and almost open up a different door.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering how they were going to do stuff like that, because all the other different non-licensed is the stuff that people put on there.
This is going to be the inside of the headlights. No idea where the pieces are.
I think I might actually get this car built before the stream's over.
Well, I know, because I'm going to have to do lunch for my kids. I basically let them go independent. They're upstairs listening to them as, thank gosh, we got an old baby monitor, so I have a little camera set up so I can watch them as I ignore them. I guess.
That's cool.
Want to put it with. My wife is at work right now. She works in retail, very busy time for her.
Wait, who works in retail? Oh, you said your wife?
Yeah, my wife works in retail, so she's busy, and I'm quite the opposite because once the snow flies, I slow down. So I'm very much living in sweatpants for the next 2 months. Watch what's going to happen.
I see.
We work long hours, right? Like I work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. So we're working 55, 60-hour work weeks because we basically take your 12-month work year and jam it into 9 months.
Right.
then we take 3 months off. So you're still getting a full year's worth of hours if you go by a 40-hour work week, but we condense it into shorter time and then don't do much.
Do they pay you for the period of time that you're not working, or do you just get paid well for what you do?
Yeah, like I do get paid in between, but I also like it's a half and half thing. I get paid a little bit better than normal while I'm working, and then I get paid a little less than normal while I'm off. So it kind of balances itself out. But the problem is when you're off work, you have more time to spend money, right? Speaking.
Oh yeah,
this is true. This is true. You do have more time, which definitely can be a bad thing. I mean, I guess depending on how you look at it.
Like I'm like around all the time, so I'm out shopping and spending money. And... Oh, this is supposed to go on there somehow. How is that supposed to? Oh, okay. Something like that.
I have done something wrong here.
Okay. Not a huge fan of that.
it's pouring down with rain here.
You said it's pouring down rain?
Yeah, I don't think you can hear it. Probably not, but raining cats and dogs.
Well, I know it was raining when you took the picture of that picture you sent me.
Oh yeah,
you see out the window.
It's mild here, you see, but the problem is when it's mild here in wintertime, it's just generally raining a lot.
I was gonna say, man, have you guys is it getting cold? Is it feeling like winter? You guys get a lot of snow?
We used to, but these days it just seems to be a little bit windier and a little bit more, wet, really.
We have no snow. We have no snow here.
I thought you guys would have already had tons of it, man.
We had a little bit, and then it went away. And it's supposed to be 3 or 4 degrees Celsius on Monday. And I think we're supposed to get a little dusting for Christmas, which should be nice, but nothing. People think, Canada, dog sleds, igloos, that kind of stuff, but it's more like Toyota.
I'm hoping that we won't have any snow on Christmas, man, because if we do, that means I gotta go to work.
You're in the lap of the gods, Hive.
I mean, and the thing is, once the snow reaches a certain point, we can call contractors to come in, but it depends on. There's a lot of factors involved, but even when the contractors come, I have to stay. I can send my whole crew home, but I have to stay because I have to make sure that the contractors do their job. I don't have to really do any kind of physical labor, but I can't go home.
Babysitting contractors.
Huh?
It's like babysitting contractors.
Which really bugs me. But hauling and balling in chat. Thick and Brix. What's up?
I'm pretty sure I had 2 electricians that were not happy with me yesterday when I said, if you're not done, I'm going right through you. Because I want this to be done.
Yeah, it was the other day, man. It was a mess here because we had that cold front coming down from you guys. And we just got pounded with snow in a matter of 3 hours. And I kept the property under control, but I guess the county, the state, they just could not keep up with the main roads, dude. And there was fire trucks sliding off the roads and everything, man. It was insane because it just, like I said, it came down so fast and so hard. Because when it first started snowing, I was like, okay, I was telling my crew, I was like, all right, in about, I'd say probably about an hour or so, we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to get us I wanted us to have at least a covering first. So that way, we're not wasting our time. We can go at it. But then it just came down so fast. It was like, oh my God. Lena says, I'm doing good. These streams are so nice to wake up to. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy them.
Where does this one go?
I'm liking the fact you did the 2 angles as well, Hive. I think that's a nice addition.
I was going to let you guys know too if you wanted another link to a different camera. I could do that, but like I said, we're going to be ending it in a few minutes anyways. but yeah, I've been trying to do that a little bit more lately now because I've got the other laptop I can utilize for that.
Now that you've had your second laptop for a while, or your new laptop, are you really enjoying it, Hive? Was it everything you expected it to be?
It definitely is doing its job. Everything that I've edited, I've had no issues. Now, like I said, the big final test is this land speeder drag race stop motion video that I've got. I'm getting pretty close to being done with the masking. So once I get the masking done, then I'm going to upload it on my laptop and then really do all the hardcore editing, like the visuals and special effects, audio, all that stuff. So that's going to be the last final test. But like when I edited the 2x2 episode, even though it wasn't a full hour, again, there was no issues. I exported it in like literally a couple of minutes instead of it taking like an hour or something.
Yeah.
Every other video I've edited, no matter how long it's been, it's literally exports in like a minute. So
that's good.
Yeah. The only thing that I had to do was I didn't realize it at first, man, but like this laptop, it's thicker than most laptops because it's like way powerful. It's got like multiple processors or something in it or something like that. I'm not a techie, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I was told that it's got it so I can run 8 windows or 8 different programs pretty much at the same time, and it won't slow down. Which I don't ever run that much at once, but yeah. So the only thing I noticed was it gets hot. So I had to buy one of the fan things that you can sit your laptops on to keep it cool. And that's the only issue I've really seen with it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm thinking about getting a laptop just to be a little more mobile.
Well, I think the next computer I get is probably going to be a PC. It'll be at least a good few years from now. And the other thing too, one of the main reasons I also got the laptop is because the Lego room, I know this sounds silly because some people don't have any room, you know what I mean? But the Lego room, it's so packed. I don't have anywhere I can just have a set down station. That's why like you guys have always seen like 20 different camera angles because I'm usually all over the place. And I couldn't do that with a PC. So, but when we get the new house and I have an entire basement to myself, I can do that. So,
do you think it's strange that you're going to be house shopping like, I don't want to say your age, like you're an old man, but you know what I mean? And looking for a space to put your Lego in?
No. And as a matter of fact, it's been the complete opposite. I actually feel kind of bad because when we've been house hunting, Mrs. Hive, she's like thinking about all these different factors about the house, where we live and the neighbors and the house, this part of the house and that. All I ever look at, man, is the basement. And I'm always like, okay, so this could go here. I could set the 6 tables over here. And like, I'm like, if I had the Coliseum, I could actually put that right there.
What was the most in buying your house? Where I can put my Lego?
So that's like the only thing I really about. I mean, and look, and I don't want it to sound completely irresponsible because, of course, when Mrs. Hive is like, what do you think about this or that? I definitely put my 2 cents in. I work in maintenance, so I do look at like the heat, the water heater, just different maintenance aspects to stuff. I'm sure, Corey, if you were walking in there, you'd probably look at the framework and like more construction type stuff. I'm
a home inspector as well. I went to school.
Well, there you go. So the whole 9 yards then. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, of course, I put in my 2 cents, and I trust Mrs. Hive anyways. She's not gonna let anything slip by us. But yeah, all about that basement.
Yeah, that's like me too. I was like, well, it's mine. It's just what it is. Then it was like we had like a couch down here and a chair down here, and it was more like a living room. And now the couch is and the chairs.
Well, dude, and I've held her to it because when she first mentioned, I was like, I really want you to recognize what you're saying because I'm not gonna like let go of that once it's out now. Look, I've told her, I was like, you can do whatever you want with the rest of the house. I just do not care. I was like, but the basement's mine now. I told her like we could have one storage room to put like storage stuff in. You know what I mean?
Like coming from somebody that has that though, like, and my wife is really good with it. As long as the Lego doesn't make its way upstairs and she doesn't see it on the kitchen cabinet, like on the counter or in the bathroom or in the bedroom. If it's downstairs, it's like, whatever.
Oh, dude, when I was first like redoing the Lego room, like painting it and put new drywall up and stuff like that, before I could actually move everything back in, you know, it took me a couple months to get everything together. But during that couple months is also when my channel started kind of peaking. Not heavily, but I was definitely getting some more views than normal. But yeah, so I was buying more and more sets, and I didn't know where to put them. So just throughout the entire house, man, on the steps, in our bedroom closet, like on the kitchen table, on the dining room table, like everywhere, I had sets. And she was super cool and patient about it for a long time. And then eventually she's like, honey, you got to hurry up and finish the Lego room, because I just had piles and piles of sets everywhere.
Hive, I miss you not doing those speed builds and unboxing on your coffee table. I like that.
It was nice, wasn't it? I missed it too.
God, this guy. The thing is, right, what I like about what we do is that we're quite down to earth kind of guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, this is real life. This is what it's like.
Yeah.
We haven't all got big studios like Jang and people
Right.
like that. I mean, you look at M&R, he hasn't got a big place, really. Like, I mean, I'm sure he's got a nice house and everything like that. His parents,
No, but, you know, he runs out of his room most of the
he runs out of his bedroom, effectively.
Right.
You know, so
And he's done a really good job utilizing his space, I will say. Yeah, it's a weird thing, man. You know, because we aren't, you know, like a normal person that would just, like a kid that's got a few Lego sets or is into Legos. He's got maybe a toy box or something. Like, we collect to the extreme, and we're like, holy crap, I don't know where. Like some sets we just can't get. Like the Coliseum's one of them. I mean, dude, all three of us, could we get it? Sure. Could we even fit it somewhere? Technically, yes. But would it be optimal or even good? No, probably not. Like, even with the Falcon, with you, Corey, I mean, you had to put it up a certain way, which actually looks best, in my opinion, if you're going to have it.
Yeah, it was either that or a coffee table. But then you have a coffee table sitting in the middle of your room. Right?
Yeah, like, what are you going to do? You can't.
Yeah. So ultimately, I'd like it in a case, like an actual case that it's not going to get dusty. But
right.
So, again, like with my Lego set, I'm going to start going through them and taking the ones that I built a year ago and maybe taking them apart, giving them a good cleaning, and then rebuilding them. Because there's a lot of builds like the 20th anniversary Slave 1 that I really, really enjoyed doing.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done it in a year, but it's still sitting there. Like, it's not like you can't just build it again if you enjoyed building it. So
yeah, that's something I haven't done very often at all. I mean, I've literally only done that a few times, like taken a set apart and rebuilt it. Now I've dropped a couple sets and had to rebuild some of it, but you know,
I give them to my kids and they're broken within seconds. I have to build it. I'm going to be leaving the Porsche for a little bit.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to let me show everybody your progress there.
Looking good, man.
Yeah, man. Why does it say 911 though?
Because it's a Porsche 911 RTR. I got the box upstairs. I got the instructions here. Does it say? It doesn't say on here.
Hey, BFAP.
But it's a Porsche 911 RTR, I think. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it's an RTR. It's the racing model, right? But the funny thing, okay, so you have the Batmobile, right, Hive?
Yeah.
So the Batmobile, and I'm sure the Ecto 1, when you get it to this state, it actually has some weight to it because it's more brick built. Well, this thing's like, there's nothing to it. It's super light. It's super, like, there's nothing to it. It doesn't feel like that chunky kind of, we're getting somewhere with this set. But again, the doors open, the tires move the wheels, or the steering wheel moves the tire.
Yeah, no, it's a good looking car, man.
I don't know if you can see the engine move when I.
Yep, you can see the pistons and everything. Yep. Yeah, man, it's pretty sweet, dude. I mean, I gotta say, the Technic car line, it's cool. you know, Corey, if you ever want to buy a Lambo, you let me know, okay?
I think I'm good, Hive. But if things change and things evolve, I'll let you know.
Yes, good morning to, I guess technically good afternoon for us to BFAB. And also I saw the Plastic Architect. Good afternoon to you as well. The Plastic Architect is, I think, kind of a new member of our Brick family. But I don't know her very well yet. I subscribed to her channel and her Instagram page, but she seems very cool and very nice. So, you know, as I'm sure everybody has already told you, but welcome to the family. We're pretty tight-knit family around here.
Was she on London Calling yesterday, Greg?
No.
She
I saw her on.
I know. I'm trying to think of the first stream I saw her.
I saw her in a stream the other day. BFAB was in it. Tech was in it. Can't remember who.
I watch so many streams. It's hard to keep track of who's.
I know. I can't remember. Architect. Who
was it? CC?
I can't remember whose stream I saw you on.
Oh, probably it might have been CC's. It was CC's. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because I feel like BFAB was on the stream too, but I like you said, man, we watch so many. So many of us
on Thursday.
Well, I tell you one thing though, I've just subscribed to her, so
so it's CC's stream. Yeah,
I have another subscriber.
And I see Mr. Starbucks out there, which am I to assume that Sarah was out there and I missed her? And I just saw somebody else. Dog, I can't keep up with everybody. Everybody, oh my goodness. Rogue Runner, I know I said how you. Was it Manic? Maniac. Maniac plays games. What's going on? I really like that.
Is that Joey?
I don't know.
You're Plastic Architect. Cool name as well, Plastic Architect. It's an excellent name.
But Rich is correct. Yeah, we have the Lego community across the world, and it is awesome, man. And who would have that's the great thing about this technology and everything. Like, look at us, man. Look, we 3 different countries, and we're sitting here hanging out with friends. You know what I mean? And then there's all of you out there. It's amazing, and it's something Greg and I have talked about a lot since we've started streaming and stuff together. Just that's why we love supporting everybody. You know, that's why I always tell everybody to go, check each other's channels out. Which please also check out AandAHobbies, and please check out London Bridge Bricks. So we are gonna wrap it up now. So Greg and I would definitely like to thank Corey and Jazz for coming on the.
Well, thank you guys for having us.
So also that means that next year for our second anniversary, we'll do another guest thing like we did this year, and you guys can come on that one as well. So
I'd be happy to be back anytime, Hive. You know that.
Which, Greg, I gotta say, it makes me want to just kind of try and make sure we can invite guests all the time now in a way. You know what I mean? I know sometimes we have them by ourselves, but now that I know on our year anniversaries, we're just gonna try and invite all our guests from the past year. Actually, past years, I think we should probably just do it like that. I don't know.
Basically, one day, Hive. One day, we'll have so many. We'll have done so many transatlantic live streams. We'll have the whole community on.
Yeah, it'd just be the worldwide transatlantic stream anniversary. So yes, big thanks to Jazz and Corey, and also to all of you. Please, everybody, stay safe out there, and keep supporting each other. Trying to take anything too seriously in life, and Merry
Christmas.
Corey, I didn't get a chance to ask Jazz, but before we jump out of here, Corey, is there anything that you want to?
Like with my channel? Building Across the Pond on my channel tomorrow at 2:30. It's going to be just after the Secret Santa stream, I think, on London Bridge Bricks' stream. So there'll be a lot of streams. We got Good Morning Brick World in the morning. Then we got the Secret Santa stream. Then we got Building Across the Pond. My kids are going crazy upstairs. I had a couple weeks off work, maybe a little bit longer. So I'm really going to start pumping out some stuff that I haven't had time for the last month, wrapping up everything at work. But we're just going to play it how it is. When things present itself, we'll put it together and get it out. And you guys let me know what you like and what you don't like, and we'll go from there. It's always just a journey, right? It's about
Definitely sounds good, man. Definitely sounds good. Greg, you want to plug anything before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, man. So tomorrow, folks, 6 p.m. UK time. I think that's 1 p.m. EST USA time. Secret Santa, the UK and Ireland Secret Santa. Going to be doing that. And then next week, obviously London Calling on Christmas Day. That's going to be kicking off, I think, about 4 o'clock for about 90 minutes or so. Just a short one. Obviously, it could have got or some family round. Who knows now? We're in tier 4. But it changes by the hour. It literally does. Anyway, there'll be the odd short coming out. There'll be the odd video coming out. There'll be a Mustang one maybe. And a bit of this and a bit of that, to be honest. And all the while, keep yourself warm because of that lovely, great big log fire over there. Never seems to anyway, but that's me. Yeah, that's me for the next week, folks. Just lots of little vids and streams as well, because we've got some time off coming up soon. So, you know, just keep a watch out. And myself, Hive, A&A, and of course, Brix Toyz. Follow us all on Instagram as well. You'll know what we're up to then.
Absolutely. Hey, Orange Brix. What's up?
Oh, Orange Brix. Hey, how you doing? And there's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Orange Brix. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah says, don't forget the family Brix draw in 2 hours. Cool.
I've not met Orange Brix before. That's a cool name as well.
Orange Brix, yeah, he's from my channel. He very loyal viewer, great guy.
Yes, he'll be on in a couple of hours. He goes on for about 5. I think he's doing 7 hours tonight.
7 hours, family Brix?
Yeah, he does. He's doing the 12 hours of Christmas over 2 parts.
Wow.
And tonight is the bigger part of it. So yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you again, gentlemen, for having me on your stream, and thanks for having Jazz on. I'll speak. I think I can speak for Jazz now and then.
As a Canadian.
Yeah, as a fellow Canadian, I would like to extend our gratitude for having you on the Transatlantic stream. It was a pleasure and fun.
Pleasure was all ours. Lovely having you on.
Hive, you're muted, bud. Nobody can understand you. We have to try to read your lips.
Oh.
He doesn't know yet.
Hive, you're on mute. What it is, he's got the mic on. The mic he uses is on his other camera.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, here he goes. The penny's dropped now.
Light bulb.
Oh, here we go. No, I was saying, yeah, there we go. I was just saying that I'll see everybody tomorrow morning on Good Morning Brick World, and I'll probably go ahead and post the commercial I made for, you know, my stop motion. So, anyways, all right, everybody, have a great Saturday, and we shall see you on the next Transatlantic stream.